Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against SMU and what you expect to see on a relatively short week back in action Friday at home against Memphis, please.
I thought that, we did some good things against SMU, which I think is a really fine, football team. Chad has done a really good job there. And again, he's building a really good program, and, hopefully he'll, everybody gets the time to do what they need to do, and so people don't think you can perform miracles. But, I was just disappointed that we had an opportunity where we had it tied there in the fourth quarter with 14:51 to go, and we just weren't able to, seal the deal, on the road. And, you can see improvements, but we're still a long way away from where we need to be and playing with the consistency that we need to play with to, be able to win games week in and week out, or even win games that week if we're not being as consistent as we need to be. So, it's a short week, which is tough. I just wish that, the league would, and all leagues would, take a look at people playing on short weeks and, the week before get both teams to play earlier in the day and not let TV dictate it. Because, again, I think it's important that if we got the welfare of the student athlete in mind, and, Memphis and us should have been playing at noon to give us as much time to rest as we could in between a short week. But we'll deal with that, and we know we got a tremendous opponent coming in here this week, and we got our hands, our work, cut out for us.
We'll take questions for Coach Randy Edsall, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. The operator will introduce you.
We'll go next to John Altavilla from Hartford Courant.
Good morning, Coach. Considering how the unit performed last year, are you surprised with the evolution and efficiency of the passing game to this point?
Well, again, I don't worry about last year. I just know what we're trying to accomplish this year, and we're making improvements. We're doing things each week that allow us to do certain things, and the one thing that has been, we've been able to throw for quite a few yards, but we haven't been able to get the ball in the end zone as much as we'd like. But again, we are throwing for yards, and guys are stepping up, and we have different receivers, which I think is good, so people just can't key on one guy.
Thank you, Randy.
We'll go next to Dan Tortora from wakeupcalldt.com.
Good morning, Coach. How are you today?
Good morning. Doing great.
To look at, I know I asked you about this last week, and to kind of go further on it, the quarterback situation, and just what you can say about Bryant, and despite the loss, what he's done most recently, and if that's, the guy that you lean on moving forward from here.
Well, again, I thought he did some really good things in the game, and there's still things that that he has to improve upon. And but again, he's shown productivity, and if we ever feel that we need to do something, then we would do it. But he's performed well and knows the things that he has to do to get better, and hopefully we can continue to get better, but also continue to score more points on offense, and not do some things where we shoot ourselves in the foot, and just be a little bit more consistent.
And you speak on consistency as far as the rushing attack, just what you can say, what you're keying in on, obviously in practice and moving forward from here, knowing that there's been some good moments in the running game, and then obviously most recently has been some trying times. Just what you can say about building consistency in the backfield.
Well, again, the thing we got to work on every day is just get better fundamentally, and use better technique, and finish plays. I mean, we're young up front, and we got to get a lot stronger. Well, we can't work. We can do some of that, but we can't. That's got to have to come in the off season, and so all we can do is really work on what we can control right now, and that's using good fundamentals, playing with a low pad level. Executing the techniques required to run those plays that we feel that give us the best opportunity, and for our guys to communicate. And if we can do that and continue to get better at that, then guess what? We'll end up having more productivity, and we'll be better consistently in every phase of our game.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
All righty.
And if you have any other questions for Coach Edsall, please star 1 on your telephone keypad, if so. Coach, well, thank you for your time today. We look forward to hearing from you.
All right, appreciate it.